If you want to become a better public speaker, I'll get you there. Because if it feels hard, you're probably just approaching it in the wrong way. In this video, I'm giving you the 5 harsh truths about public speaking. They honestly took me way too long to learn. Accept these and you'll separate yourself from 99% of speakers instantly. Let's roll right into truth number 1. I found it somewhere you probably wouldn't expect. Surgery. Surgeons are placed under some of the highest stakes, highest stress moments that any human could face, yet most patients walk out unscathed. In worst case scenarios, they have seconds to react. But here's the thing, they're not relying on adrenaline, they're relying on protocol. They already know everything they need to react to 99% of situations. They have a set framework. Public speaking seems a lot different, but it's really not. Most people come with a detailed script and prepare to memorize it all. But the pros? Well, they prepare like surgeons, not lines to memorize, frameworks to fall back on. Because when you're under a lot of pressure, your brain doesn't want perfect words. It wants a map to fall back on. So to become a pro presenter, you have to learn how to build effective frameworks. I learned this one from Vin Yang, one of the top communication coaches in the entire world. The 3-2-1 framework. You've got 3 options. 1. Share the main message or key takeaway they have to remember. Number 2. Break it into 2 different approaches. 2 ways, 2 mindsets, 2 perspectives. And last, break it up into 3 steps. A simple roadmap they can follow to get a desired result. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're speaking and someone asks you, what's the key to great leadership? Option 1, you say it's all about trust. That's your core message you want them to leave with. Option 2, you say there are 2 types of leaders, proactive and reactive. You can explain the difference between them and which one you think is better. Option 3, it starts with listening, then vision, then consistency. You gave them the 3 steps to become a greater leader. There's no memorization there. It's just a structure to answer their questions. It keeps you from freezing up or rambling endlessly. Because when your brain has a map, your mouth has directions. You're never gonna speak aimlessly. But truth number 2 goes deeper. Way deeper. We're taking a look at evolutionary psychology. This isn't just about your mindset. It's about how your brain has evolved from primates. Think about it. Back then, there was 3 main things that kept us alive. Fear, desire, and social cohesion. Fear kept us alive, desire pushed us forward, and social cohesion, well, that's where public speaking comes in. Because being cast out of the tribe used to mean death. And now, when you step in front of a big crowd, those primal alarm bells are still going off. They don't know the difference. That's why public speaking feels like a threat. Your brain is ringing off telling you there's danger nearby. There's actually a scientific word for this. It's known as the amygdala hack. It's when your brain's emotions override its logic. That's what makes standing in front of a crowd, no matter the size, feel like you're about to be exiled from your tribe. But here's what most people don't get. Fear doesn't mean you're not ready. It doesn't mean you're not prepared. Your brain just thinks visibility equals vulnerability. But today, visibility doesn't kill you. It actually elevates you. You just haven't rewired your brain to think that way. So here's how you do it with a strategy known as somatic anchoring. It sounds boring, but once you try it, you're gonna realize the importance of body-first communication. Start by breathing. Just sit there, allow your body and your mind to relax. Take deep breaths in and out. You can use the 4-7-8 method. Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold it for 7, then breathe out for 8. This will allow your brain to naturally relax and calm you down before any big event. Then focus on your posture. Head up, chest wide, take up space, be confident in where you're at. Then this last point is the most crucial for somatic anchoring. You need to make eye contact. Find a face, hold it for about 4 to 5 seconds, then find another one. Train your brain to realize these are not predators, these are other humans. The more your body experiences safety in public, the faster you're gonna rewire that link in your brain. But even once you feel safe, there's a new danger. You're no longer scared of dying. You're scared of looking dumb. And that brings us to truth number 3, a much more modern fear. Before we go any deeper, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. On this channel, I cut through all the noise to only give you what actually works. Now, harsh truth number 3. You're not trying to speak, you're trying to impress. Yeah, let that settle in for a moment. When you step in front of people, it's not even about the message. It's about how you want to be seen. You want to sound smart, be admired, look confident. And in our social media world, every moment, great or humiliating, can be recorded and posted online for everyone to see. So you let that fear contain you. You collapse under this performance that was never even real. To be honest, if you're not Tony Robbins, your audience does not care about you. They care about your message and more specifically, how it helps them. The second you can shift from how do I look, how do I sound, to what does my audience need, that's when your speech will actually start to land. No more nerves, no more fog. People lean in because you're speaking directly to their problems. And here's the simplest way to figure out exactly what your audience needs to hear. Before you speak, you need to ask yourself 2 questions. Where's my audience right now, and where do they want to be? Your speech needs to bridge this gap. Not what sounds smart, not what looks impressive, not what gets you admired. No, you just need to be the bridge. The moment you focus on their transformation rather than your image, you stop performing and you start connecting. But sadly, connection isn't enough, because when the lights are the brightest, when the eyes are on you, you don't rise to the occasion, you fall to your level of preparation. That's harsh truth number 4, and it comes directly from pilot training. Before a pilot ever goes up in the air, they've ran hundreds of crash simulations. They've gone through engine failures. They've gone through parachute malfunctions. No matter what happens, they're ready for it, because when you're 30,000 feet up in the air, you don't have time to think. You just need to act. Public speaking is no different. If you want to perform at the highest level, you need to lock in before the time comes. So I'm going to give you my exact pre-game ritual. This is your mental runway, the way you prepare your mind to be clear, your voice to be steady, and your body to be calm. Here are 3 actions I run through every single time before I step in front of an audience. 1, the 4-7-8 breathing. We already touched on that a little before, so I'm not going to cover that again. Number 2, a slide scan. No more scripts, just look over the bullets. Engulf yourself in the information you're about to present. The goal here isn't perfection, it's familiarity with everything you're going to be covering. You should know how each point flows into the next. Then last, I do a freestyle rehearsal. I talk through all of my points out loud. I get my thoughts across and I find my rhythm. This builds trust with my voice before I have to trust it under pressure. This ritual isn't just preparation, it's priming you for the absolute peak of presenting performance. So when you step up to speak, you're not trying to fake some confidence. You're already in the zone. If you don't do this ritual, the difference is night and day. It's how you signal to your body, okay, it's time. I'm about to take the lead. You can have the best framework. You can have the perfect ritual, but none of that matters if you can't accept truth number 5. Most people can't handle this. Public speaking doesn't reward perfection. It rewards adaptation. The world's top athletes don't win because they're perfect. They win because when the plan crumbles, they adapt faster than anyone else. A bad pass, a missed shot, a broken play, it doesn't affect them. They pivot instantly and find a new way to win. Public speaking works the same way. It's not about delivering the perfect performance. It's about staying alive in the moment to find a way to win, because the audience doesn't care if you mess up. They only care if you lose them. If you chase perfection, you'll panic as soon as one thing breaks. But if you chase adaptation, you'll stay connected no matter what. Here's the only tactical tip: you need to become more adaptable. Memorize checkpoints, not words. When you lock in on checkpoints, you give yourself so much adaptability. If you forgot what you were gonna say next, it's not a big deal, just move on. You stay in motion and you stay connected, so you never lose your audience. Adaptation isn't optional, it's a complete game changer. And the best speakers in the world are the ones who can adapt on the fly. Public speaking isn't about perfection, it's about preparation, connection, and adaptation. Build strong frameworks, lock in with your pre-game ritual, and memorize checkpoints, not words. If you can just master these 5 truths I shared with you, you'll perform under pressure while everyone else collapses. If you're serious about leveling up in your entire life, go check out my last video. It's how to crush an interview in under 6 minutes. It's the perfect next step for you. Thank you for watching.